Welcome back to the White Stoner channel here on YouTube. So, because it's the month of October, it's that time of the year again where we do the horror slash thriller movie collection. Now, I know I don't have many horror movies itself, but I found more thriller movies this time to add along to it. So, get your snacks, get your drinks, kick back, and enjoy the video. Here we go. Now, no specific order, just which horror movies and thrillers I have. I have more thrillers in that shit there, but I'm not gonna dig through it all. I only picked out the closest thriller movies I have, so here we go. The first one is Phantom, or Python. Yeah, Python. This was a really good movie. Wouldn't mind watching it again. And it's got Robert Englund in it. Next up is Species. This was a really good one too, if you've never seen it. Boogeyman. This movie's alright. It's a little strange. I got it because it came out in 2005. Really, that's why I got it. Not because it's good or anything. I've only watched it once. Kind of forgot I had it. That's kind of cool. Signs. I think I need a new copy. I have to play this one again and see. But Mel Gibson's Signs. End of Days. Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. Now, don't listen to it. It is not more chilling than The Exorcist. It is not at all. They only say that for you to watch it. It's a good film, but it's not that scary. Buried Alive 2. I just put it there because it sounds like a horror film, but I've never watched it. Obviously, because I don't have the first one. But, Buried Alive 2. And then, of course, you see it right here in its glory. Final Destination. This is, a great thriller. This isn't much of horror, but I don't know. Anyway, I have Final Destination right here. That's awesome. I'm not sure if the second one came out on VHS or not. Next up, of course, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Always a cult classic right here. Except if you watch this movie on VHS compared to like the DVD or Blu-ray, this is really loud. I didn't think the Texas Chainsaw was going to be that loud of a movie, but it's pretty loud on VHS. Then, of course, up next is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. I've never seen this one. I've only seen the first one, and then some of the re-released ones, of course. I would like to get all four. I think there's a fourth one. I know there's a third. But I just need the other ones now. That would be super cool. Next up, unfortunately it's widescreen, but I still thank my grandmother for letting me have it. So I won't complain too much, because this was her movie right here. So, Jaws widescreen edition. I do like the shine of it, but if I had to pick, I would have picked full screen myself. But I know you're supposed to be able to see more with it on widescreen, so Jaws, cult classic. Even though it's considered horror, Jaws, it still blows my mind that I got a PG instead of at least PG-13. But of course, next up is Jaws 2. This is the very first Jaws I've ever seen. And when I was little, the movie was great until the ending. The ending was pretty scary there, from what I can remember. But, of course, it's going to be scary. I was a little kid. Next up is a re-released copy of The Omen, obviously. But it is the original film. So, that's cool. I wish it was the original film, artwork film type thing. Or the first released version of this movie. There we go. Because these two are the same copy, or the same, made by the same one. There we go. Jesus Christ. Next up is, of course, Damien Omen 2, with that, bird right there. Just, you don't need anything, just a white background and a bird. That's badass. Then, of course, Omen 3, The Final Conflict, which I still haven't seen yet. There's a lot of horror movies I haven't seen. But, that's it. Next, of course, is Flatliners. This movie is something else. Gotta go back and watch it again at some point. But it was good from what I've watched, from what I've seen. Then, of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I love these two movies. I know not many people do care for them, but I enjoyed them, and I thought they were really fun. And of course, I like the cast of the whole movie too. So that's one thing that really gets me into the movie, is they did a good job with the cast. So, and now we have I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. This one I thought it was good too. Like I said, I like them both. They're both fun movies to watch, in my opinion. Again, I know they're not the most popular movies, but I like to watch them on a nice summer night. If you want to watch a scary movie during the summertime. Next up is Christine. I watched the 4K version of this, and it lived up to its hype. This was a pretty cool movie. I enjoyed it, and now it's super cool that I have the VHS. Last time we tried watching this, it was messing up here and there. But this is The Butterfly Effect, and it is a really good movie. It's strange, but it's really good. Next up is Tom Cruise Interview with a Vampire. I think I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it. Parts of it. But, yeah. Interview with a Vampire. Then, of course, Liam Neeson's The Haunting. Special limited edition, by the way. Now I have all 3 movies to go with this, so here we go. I have Silence of the Lambs right here. Red Dragon. And the final one would be Hannibal for the Anthony Hopkins movies there. So there you have that. And I haven't seen this one yet. Just like I haven't seen Red Dragon yet either, so. Next up is a very underrated movie. Not many people talk about it at all. And this is Ghost Ship. This movie is super cool if you haven't seen it. And then that's one way to start a movie. Like any other movie. The way they start this movie is very interesting. It'll catch you right at the beginning. Next up is The Village. Another great film. Sleepy Hollow. The Blair Witch Project. I like Blair Witch Project. Just that ending though gets me every time. They should have done something to jump scare you right there at the end of that movie. Then I think it would have been great. Other than that, that's the only thing that I don't care too much about in the Blair Witch Project. I know a lot of you people didn't care for it, but so now we have some of our thriller movies that aren't really horror. This is Living in Peril. Wait a minute. Action thriller. Okay. The Sixth Sense. Shallow Grave. Now this one's a horror. Darkness Falls. Of course, I couldn't leave out Beetlejuice on this list. I had to add it. So Beetlejuice, even if it is a horror comedy, is still considered a horror film. Lost Souls, another thriller film. I don't know what this one is exactly. I believe this one's thriller, and that would be Suicide Kings. And for the last film, that would be Anaconda with Ice Cube. We know this one's a little thriller horror. It's got a little bit in there. There you go. I hope you all enjoyed this video of my scary thriller horror movies, whatever you want to call them. Because it's October, so I figured I'd share them with you guys. And until next time, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. And of course, your host, White Stoner, is out.